Hey guys, how's it going? Vendetta here, Jake Ballard. Here with the tutorial. I wanted to go over some, like basic things you can do. Like a lot of people think you need like massive or plugins like that and stuff like that to make really thick electro house basses and different stuff like that. But I mean, with Logic, the stuff they give you and with free plugins, you can do amazing stuff. And that's what I want to go over today. And so to start this off, I have ES2 loaded up in this plugin and don't mind these other things. This is just part of another song I'm working on. Just go over to ES2 right here. This is actually Ryan Enz's. I think that's his name right, whatever. But he has this free electro house bass, plugin or not plugin, patch for ES2, and it's really good. It's just like a basic. I built all mine off of this, as you can see. That's like the basic sound right there. It's decent. It's really good for building other other patches off and stuff like that. But you can get that, and then essentially, just to show a basic thing, like this took me like at first I thought it was all about the the plugin and the synth that's what makes it sound, but a big part of it's actually the distortion and stuff you put on the extra plugins. So for the basic thing, we got a bit crusher right here. So this is the sound before the bit crusher. Now we add the bit crusher. Gives a little crispier texture, rougher, but it sounds better for electro house. So that's that. Now we go to Delta Modulator, which is a free plugin by Expert Records, I believe. It's what I don't know how to say that, but it's by deadmau5 essentially, and it's actually really good for getting more distortion stuff. So yeah, I'll put a link to get that. It's free, so might as well download it, right? It's in VST and audio unit, so check that out. But now here's the sound with that. As you can see with that one, with the settings I have, which are that, it's very much, you can hear just how much the crispiness and the roughness it has. It sounds so much nicer with that just from those two plugins. And here's the settings for Bit Crusher right here. As you can hear, I just have it. I honestly, all I have it is on BAM and 3-bit, no down, or like one times down sampling, and that's all. Unless you want this type of sound, like unless you want to get the bit crush sound, you could use you do that if you want the bit crush sound. But I didn't want it. I just wanted the roughness to help it out. Okay, so moving on. Now we just got a basic channel EQ here. And I just like cutting the bass some for this because I have a sub bass, so when I do my stuff, like just like a sine wave bass when I make my tracks. So I cut the bass out some on this. Like I have a 35 hertz right now, but then I like bringing up the high frequencies because it gives it even more crispy sound. It fits in the mix better usually, as you can hear. The last plugin is Auto Filter, which comes with Logic. All these come with Logic except for Delta Modulator right there. So now we click Auto Filter, and this is just for if you want a wobble bass, which is kind of goes into another tutorial, I guess, but whatever. And see, you got essentially all you have to do for this, you can play with the other settings and stuff too. But say this is right here, right? You have this on beat sync if you want to stay with the beat, and you go bring up the cutoff modulation all the way, and that gives you that because the rate is at that. And now we just move the rate, and it gives you a nice wobble, which I like using this rather than the like modulating the cutoff in ES2, even though that's good for some other stuff. But if you just want a basic wobble, bam, right here. It's cool for automation also. So yeah, that's kind of the basic tutorial. This is just a free ES2 plugin, this is just ES2 that comes with Logic, and it has Electro House default, which is Ryan Enz has made this patch and gives it out for free. So I'll give you the link to that video where you can get that link to that patch. So these are all my synths that I've made in ES2. Here is I just made all sorts of epic They all sound awesome. I always have to name myself weird names because it helps me remember them better, and I just like naming them interesting stuff. Like, let's I forgot what this one sounds like. That one sounds pretty freaky. I don't know if I use it, but just freaky. On PS2, you can just play around with settings and, like, just like I said, build off your synths with this basic patch by Ryan Enns. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this tutorial. I'm gonna be making a lot more, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, and I'm releasing my free EP, which is not titled yet, but it's gonna be released on October 30th. So yeah, check out that. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, so you can. All the support is very helps out. You know what I mean? Keeps the energy up. So yeah, guys, I will catch you later, and yeah, bam.